Like,
howdy, y'all.
Hey.
I like these new shirts, by the way. Is that a true classic tee?
It is a true classic tee, not sponsored.
No, unfortunately, though, you should work on that.
Spring collection.
Yeah,
purple.
They're all about the advertisements. But you said you don't see the advertisements very often. I see them all the time.
No, I don't ever see them.
Well, not lately. Anyway,
I know they.
What's up, guys?
So they're not. So they already got me to pay. Yeah. They're not advertising anymore.
Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. It is Friday.
Yeah.
First Friday of April.
Yeah.
How was your April Fool's Day? Did you get fooled?
No.
A little bit. You said something to me
there because it's my defense. It was not April 1st here.
Yeah, not yet. You got to keep that time difference in mind.
And I was very skeptical. That's why I sent it to you. Yeah.
That happened a few times, like when I was living in Korea. When I would post something before it was April 1st here, people would be getting tricked and they'd be like, but it's not April 1st yet. Is this real? Yeah. And the other people would reply like, yeah, it is there. Yeah. So you have to keep that in mind. But yeah, there was some, I didn't really see, I don't know. I wasn't on Facebook a lot of the time, but
people post the same stuff they've always. The only new thing that they posted was that PG Barbados thing. Yeah. But all the other stuff I saw was just old stuff that has been posted for decades.
Stuff that comes out. Yeah. It's kind of a lot of the same stuff every year. I didn't do my traditional April Fool's video.
You didn't? I was very upset about that.
Yes. Well, it was spring break last week.
Yeah.
So, and my mom was in town, and then it was Easter.
Yeah.
And then I was sick on like that day in particular. Should have planned ahead of time, but
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I didn't have anything prepared, and I thought about just kind of like rushing something together, but
it's all right.
It has to be just right.
It does to do good.
Yeah. It's hard to be the best when it comes to April Fools, because I get people that are still fooled about stuff that I joked about 2 years ago or something. There's some people still waiting on that MG Atlas Gundam, stuff like that. So I'll save it up and do like a super like better one next year even or something. But what else is new? I don't know. What's going on there in the chat? Be back in Florida in a few days. Andy is.
Hey, Miguel from Puerto Rico.
Miguel's there.
Oh man,
it's Friday. Yeah. Long week.
Yeah, I guess.
It's been pretty alright. We got Kotobukiya shipment at the beginning of the week.
We did. We got that in, and then some small.
Actually, got that in. You can show that.
Yeah, but these are all gone now. I think.
Yeah. Sorry, they didn't stick around for too long.
No. No.
Are you getting more in, or?
I'll try.
Yeah, can try to. But those get reprinted. Usually, I think for the first few releases in the line, it's like about a year or so after the initial release, they get a reprint. Seems to be like that's been pretty consistent with all of them so far. So
yeah,
should be able to get one if you didn't this time around.
Yeah.
You can still probably get one, just not from us for the time being.
Yeah.
But yeah, for about a year or so.
Stores,
yeah. If you're looking for one, but let's see what else was in there. There was that. Something else new. There was the new notching kit is in there.
Yeah, new notching kit is in there. Armored core kit, which might be sold out now.
The white glint.
Yeah, the white glint. So if you did pre-order that, you should have gotten an email, or you will get one soon as long as you didn't have another pre-order that was holding it up. Some figures and then some Hex Gear stuff.
Oh, there was that new Hex Gear kit.
There was 2 Zoids on there. Yeah.
Some cool new stuff from Kotobukiya. We didn't get anything new from Bandai, like in the past.
No, we had some restocks.
So. We got the new RG. Yeah. The Force Impulse. Spec 2.
We got some restocks. Master Grade Jesta. We got some Master Grade Seed kits.
Quattro Baginas Rick DS.
Yeah.
MG. That one. Anything new? What's on the way? Anything?
Yeah, some Bandai stuff, but I don't remember what it was. I think Master Grade Crossbones Full Cloth. I saw on there, which hasn't been reprinted in a long time. And some other things.
It's more of the new Seed Freedom kits, I'm sure.
Wing stuff. I don't remember any Freedom stuff.
It'd be probably like the next
Build
in
Fighters.
The Black Knight Squadron. It's the next one.
But I don't think this was
not on
that. Yeah, this is
order.
just a bunch of like reprint stuff.
Okay. coming soon anyway.
Yeah.
So let's see. What's your current project, both of you guys in the chat? Well, what's your current project? Anything?
That warehouse.
The new warehouse.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Which so we recorded a quick video yesterday, going around showing you guys the new warehouse. We'll maybe show that in a minute, just so you guys can see, kind of have a sneak preview, and then we'll do like a proper video more later on. But we have our giveaway prizes here today too.
One really cool kit, and then one really cool add-on to the kit.
Yeah.
So
a full set there. Stray red frame Kai, which always was interesting to me that they made the Kai as the standard release and the regular normal red frame as the P-Bandai.
Yeah, and then this is a new item. It's a new add-on part from
Dallin.
Thanks. So it's the flight pack for the red frame, which is actually a really cool flight pack. I like it a lot.
You can use it on a bunch of the different seed MGs.
You can use it on all the seed MGs.
Yeah.
Even the Providence, all of them, because all of them have the same.
As long as it has
that peg in the back.
There's a bunch of adapter pieces in there
that
you can use that for, and then it's like a rifle and shield kind of combo thing. So don't necessarily have to use it with the red frame. If you win this, you could use it on one of your different ones too.
Definitely.
This is the red color version. There's a white color version as well.
Black, right? There's another red one. There's a white and blue, I think, and a black. Check out the website. I could be wrong. I think it's black and yellow.
Different color versions of it.
But there's 4 different colors.
Looks like some pretty cool stuff. And compatible with all those different kits. With the Eclipse too. Yeah, it would be with the Eclipse.
Yeah, the white one I think goes with that. I think it's white and blue.
You can look around on pictures online too. I've seen a bunch of different pictures of it with all the different kits. So if you're wondering kind of what would it look like with X suit, I think on the website we just have pictures of just that itself, just the backpack. But if you look online, you can see pictures of it with the other different MG kits. But okay, so should we take a look at the new warehouse? Let's show you guys here.
This is the first time I've seen Zach do something like this.
So. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it should work. No, I've done like these other videos, like standby videos, so it should work like this. But let's see. Let's go. Can't hear you. That's the old building.
It's an old building.
And that's the new building.
This is our front door to our new building. It might be a little dark. Still don't have electricity yet in here. This will be the storefront. Attached to our storefront, we're gonna have a new build room, which we can come in here. And it's just a wide open area right now, but we'll have tables in here eventually.
I'm gonna keep this mood lighting.
Yeah, you gotta have the mood lighting to build, right? So many doors, you'll be able to come and see us pack, because that'll be the packing area. To the offices. Here's where we'll have customer service and IT and all that will be in here. They'll have their own desks, and then this will be my office here to the left. And we'll come this way and we'll see the bathrooms and the break room area. Little closet. And as we come out this door, this is where we'll receive shipments. It's getting really bright now. And then just a big old empty space. It'll be full of shelves and Gundam kits.
Wow.
Wow. And then here's the best room. This is Zach's office. Oh, it's so far away.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So there's a little preview just so you guys can get a sense of the space. Like, it's all empty, so it's kind of hard to maybe visualize it. But obviously, once it's really fully done, we'll do another tour. But yeah, there's just an idea of kind of what that's going to look like. You excited?
I am.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's been a long trek here.
I'm sure we'll probably have some questions about it, but just to kind of preempt any question about it, any what's your current estimate on when you think we might be
June,
moving?
July.
Right in the heat of summer.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. So have a wall for y'all's gaming time. Yeah.
Yes.
You have
Which
that
I feel
in
like
mind yet?
they've probably been here if they asked that question
Yeah.
before.
Space Gal.
So sometimes at lunch we'll put up a projector on a wall. We'll play like Halo or Minecraft sometimes, Fall Guys.
You guys do.
Gang Beast. Yeah, Zach rarely joins us.
Sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't game as much.
I'm not a gamer or a lunch breaker. Really, I usually just kind of eat whilst doing something else. But yeah. So what wall are you gonna do that?
I
like
don't know.
by It's not decided yet? Not figured out yet?
Undecided.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that'll need to be sorted out for sure.
That's a big part of the...
Yes, it's a priority.
Yes.
All right. So let's get into some questions. Kenneth asked, have any of you read the manga Legend of the Star General? The kit designs by Motor Nuclear are based on the series.
No.
No. I've not read the most recent manga that I've read. I was recently reading some of the Dragon Ball manga.
Okay.
But yeah.
Just kind of, was it after or before?
After, you mean Toriyama's passing? It was after, I guess. Yeah, because it was, the reason I was reading it is because I was just showing it to my kids basically. Because we were talking about like at dinner one night recently, after Toriyama-san passed away, and my kids were asking like, "Who's that?" I was telling them about Dragon Ball, and I said, "Oh, here I had some of the manga on the shelf," so I was looking at that. You're not a big manga reader? No. Do you own any?
Yeah.
Some? Not a lot?
No.
What is it? Let me guess. Naruto?
Nope.
One Piece?
Nope.
Rurouni Kenshin?
Nope.
I don't know what.
It's Gundam Seed Astray.
Oh, okay. In English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was like the first 3. I don't know if they made any more after that.
Probably. It's always surprising to me when I go to the bookstore how much manga there is these days in English. It's crazy. It's a whole new world. Yeah. All right. So are you guys excited for the new Verka kits? Yeah, I am. Yeah, even the Stein, which is like not necessarily that new. It's still exciting though. It looks great. It's such an awesome kit anyway. And so there's some new parts in there. It'll be cool regardless. So yeah. Heard that Beyblade X is coming to the US already. Are y'all interested in trying it?
Is that the thing where you like spin?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, not me. Sorry, it's not something I've ever been into either. Unfortunately.
Rip it.
How often do you feel the urge to revisit old custom work? As I'm improving and looking back at my first few attempts and thinking I could do so much better now. Part of me wants to try again, and other part of me wants to keep moving forward. Interesting question.
Occasionally I'll go back and look at older kits that I've done and be like, oh, I could do that better. I mean, I'm not going to take that kit and try to redo it. I'll just use a different, use the same. If I want to redo that kit, I'll just buy a brand new one and then. Yeah. But I'm not going to like take apart the one that I already worked on.
That's the thing that I'm kind of wondering about the question. Is he meaning like old custom work that is like not yet finished that you want to go back and like work some more on now that like you have improved your skills, or is he meaning like a custom build that you did and you want to like do it again but better? So like to your point, like just buying a new kit and basically doing it kind of like similarly but with better skills. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever had the urge to do something like that, like another version of a kit that I've done before.
You haven't built the same kit twice?
Oh, I've built the same kit twice.
Customized it twice?
No, I don't think so. Unless we're talking maybe like different. I mean, like built and painted different versions of the 144 scale Gundam.
Yeah.
And different versions of like the Origin Zaku. But
I said complete redo.
Yeah, not really.
It's in the chat, Dean.
Yeah, not particularly, because there's usually always like so many other different ideas that I would rather do something like totally new.
Yeah, the Master Grade Jesta I did. I've always wanted to kind of redo another Jesta. I have.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Maybe this year is your year.
No.
Maybe next year.
Maybe. I don't
Maybe
know.
when you retire.
When I have time. When I find time. And time is the problem.
All right. David said, do G Gundam kits tank so badly in sales that Bandai has no choice but to cast them off to P Bandai? I just don't understand how certain random kits that no one has ever asked for get standard releases, but the main character G Gundam suits make the cut. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
David, I can definitely answer this question for you.
And
G Gundam is such garbage that Bandai knows that they're not going to sell well. So they make them all P Bandai in limited batches, because if it was a regular release, the only person here in the United States that would buy them would be Zach. I'm playing. I don't really know, because G Gundam does have a pretty good following.
And they sell well. I mean, like, even the standard release kits that we get sell.
Yeah, I wonder if it's... So I know from talking to Bandai, like, Gundam Wing is very popular here in the States, not very popular in Japan.
Oh, really?
Not as popular. So I know, like, the Endless Waltz kits are P Bandai because of that purpose, but they reproduce them here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They don't reproduce them in Japan, P Bandai a lot. Mm-hmm. So
like, when they reproduce, you mean like they put like the bulk of them they send here?
Yeah, because they're not. I mean, we'll get them back up on the site here, and they won't be on the Japan P Bandai site a lot of times. Okay. So I wonder if it's just popular here because it's basically the second Gundam series after Wing that was pushed here to the US.
Yeah.
So, it might not be as popular in Japan. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, really.
Or it could be that it's so popular that they want to just keep it all as P Bandai because they know that people are going to buy the hell out of them.
Yeah, that's not true.
Make money. I don't know. Yeah, it is interesting. And then, yeah, I mean, in the early days of P Bandai, it was kind of pretty straightforward, like what you would expect. Yeah. Stuff like that, like the unicorn version of the Marasai, something like that, MG kit, for example. But yeah, these days it is kind of hard to know what's the reasoning behind some of the choices sometimes.
I like all the people like, excuse me, how dare you?
Yes, everybody knows. All you guys know the truth of how good G Gundam is.
G Gundam's garbage. My unpopular opinion.
I don't know. There is speaking of G Gundam, though, there was April 7th, which is this coming Sunday. Sunday is going to be that live stream, the 45th anniversary live stream on the Bandai's YouTube channel
for G Gundam.
But there's going to be the voice actor for Domonkashu, the main character, is going to be one of the people on there, and there's supposed to be some announcement related to G Gundam. So I don't know if it's going to be a new kit or new kits or something.
It'll be a DVD box set.
Could be something boring like that. Hopefully it'll be a new kit. I don't know what it might be, though. It might just be the next P Bandai HG, which we all know is coming. It's not really much of a surprise, but it could be that, but we'll see. There'll be some G Gundam news for you. Maybe Bandai has terrible marketing. I don't think so. I think it's just that they just choose.
I'm pretty sure there's reasons that we're not privy to. Right? Privy to.
What's your best guilty pleasure TV show? Daniel asked. I know mine.
So, guilty pleasures, like we just watch it all the time.
No, like that's not really cool to like. It's not like good, but you like it.
I think they're good.
That you should feel guilty about, but you don't, kind of. For me, it would be The 100. It's kind of like a cheesy show.
That's not cheesy. It's a good show.
Especially the first season, the acting is pretty god awful, but the story was interesting, so it got me hooked. And then later, the story kind of got weird too. But
it's a weird question because it might. Everything has a fan following, so it might be cheesy some and not cheesy others. Sure. I personally probably like I'm Stargate. I watch Stargate, all the different series all the time.
It's probably like a guilty pleasure like 20 years ago. These days it's like kind of one of those things. It's probably like so nerdy that it's cool,
maybe
kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I like that. I like watching all the Star Trek series. You know what I watch a lot is Band of Brothers on HBO.
I've not ever seen that. Yeah,
what?
I know.
You need to watch that tonight. Start tonight. You know what show you need to start watching is Shogun. That show is great too. If anyone hasn't started watching Shogun, start watching Shogun so they don't cancel it.
I've seen the ads a bunch for
Oh
that.
man,
But,
so good.
All right. Do you think the full mechanics Kshatriya teased years ago will ever come to fruition? I don't know. Possibly. There's a couple of things. I think it's the Kshatriya and one more mobile suit, which I think was the Victory mobile suit from that teaser image that have not gotten any new kits yet.
Yeah.
Everything else did get a new kit, just not full mechanics.
Right.
So I would imagine, yeah, it's probably just a matter of time or something. But
yeah,
I'd be happy with the full mechanics.
I like the old Hercules series too. The old Hercules series is good.
Zach, you do need to watch Band of Brothers.
Yes,
okay.
It is
all right. I imagine it's just like a TV version of Saving Private Ryan, sort of along those lines, in terms of like the general aesthetic of it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, okay.
But it's way better than Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
Like 100 years.
But it doesn't have T. Hanks.
Well, he produced it.
Really?
Yeah, him and Steven Spielberg, I think, did it. All right.
There you go. Interestingly, this is kind of getting like way off topic. That just reminded me though. I did see something about Band of Brothers just recently because I was watching some video where they were talking about like the kind of the greatest generation of World War II, like people, and how like shows like Band of Brothers like glorify the greatest generation. Anyway, but
the last surviving person from Pearl Harbor died the other day. Maybe that's why you saw it.
No, it's not that recent. It's like a month ago or something.
Yeah, this is like 2 or 3 days ago. The last survivor from the Pearl Harbor passed away.
Justin asked, do you think we'll ever get a Tequila Gundam from G Gundam? I would say no.
No. I highly doubt that one.
Yeah. Are you going to stock all the Motor Nuclear set to the store or just some of them? Any of the Motor Nuclear stuff we usually get, right?
Yes, we will have all of them.
How long do you think the break will be between Witch from Mercury and the next Gundam alternate universe, or just kind of the next Gundam series in general? I mean, that's aside from the Requiem
2 or 3 years.
Maybe something like that.
I mean, they'll throw some new Build Fighter series in between there.
Well, we got the Seed Freedom movie out now is kind of the thing. And the Requiem, which Requiem, I kind of get the sense that it's not Sunrise, right? It's not. Behind that, so
it's
anything else like animated would be Sunrise Animated Studios.
Yeah.
So that Requiem series is probably not going to be something that would like hold up Bandai Sunrise from producing some new animated content.
Yeah,
that would be separate. Anyone remember IGPX, Immortal Grand Prix? The name sounds familiar. It's kind of like some other mecha series, right? Kind of cartoony mecha series. Are there any lesser known mecha franchises that you wish had kits? I wouldn't mind some model kits from Outlaw Star, Candidate for Goddess. I don't even know what that is. Or Gasaraki. Did Cowboy Bebop ever get kits?
Cowboy Bebop does have kits, but
there's at least one, right?
There's two. So, and they're both, I believe, Bandai kits.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Good Smile made Swordfish.
There's the Bandai Swordfish.
And Bandai Swordfish, the Bandai, what was the other ship called that what's her name flew?
Bandai made like that yellow.
Too. Yeah, the
goldish
big
color
ball front. With like the guns for the arms.
I vaguely remember, but yeah, Bandai does have a couple of kits. Yeah.
Good Smiles made the Swordfish. Swordfish has a few different companies have made it. The other, what's her name? I can't remember her name.
I don't recall. Sorry.
We need the chat.
Mecha Battle Racer. Yeah. I vaguely remember IGPX. I've never like seen it, but I just kind of seen about it.
Yeah, but that I think was it that has been made. Outlaw Star. I don't remember.
I'm not sure what would be from that. I don't
just
know.
The ships maybe too.
Yeah.
I don't think Outlaw Star had mechs, did
Faye.
they? Faye, thanks. Yeah. So her like one person craft. I believe Bandai made a model kit of that.
All right. So. Yeah. No, other than that, I can't really think of anything in particular. But I don't watch a lot of anime or play a lot of games. Maybe in the wrong industry, I guess. What is the best red mobile suit in all Gundam series?
Red frame.
Not Sazabi, not Shinanju. I would have to say Shinanju, probably, actually, come to think of it. It's probably it.
In terms of sales, red frame.
Yeah, it does have a PG. That says something. If it has a PG, RG, MG.
Every G.
It has the high res, too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Every grade, multiple P Bandais.
Yeah. It's got everything. Yeah, it's hard to say that there's no other like red suit that has it, unless you count like Char's Zaku as red. It's kind of like salmony pink, but yeah, I would say the Shinanju. I'm sure if I thought about it, there's probably other cool red mobile suits, but
Justice, Infinite Justice,
Savior.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most overhyped Gunpla of all time? Oh, I don't know. Overhyped Gunpla.
Something's coming to me. Bear with me. It's coming.
The Galbaldi. That's sort of red, I guess. Galbaldi Beta.
Testament
is a pretty cool one.
Hyped Gunpla. That CPAC was. Oh, you know what? The Moon Gundam was pretty hyped.
It was pretty hyped. It was really good. I think. I mean,
it was good, but people were like
slightly overhyped. Maybe
people were saying master grades are over and all this stuff. That thing got so much hype. It was.
Which, interestingly, it came out, I feel like, in the same time while we were getting all the Origin HGs, which were also super good.
Yeah.
Just as good, I would say.
I think that was a turning, like, in the next generation of high grades.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, and so then people were like,
yeah, definitely. Gun Cannon's the best red boy. Hey, Gun Cannon's nice. The Revive kit is fantastic, yeah, for sure. And actually the new what is it? Kukoro's Duan's Island version, also very nice, kind of very similar to the Origin one.
Was it the missiles one?
Yeah.
From that? Yeah.
Those parts. It has those, yeah. Astria, yeah, that's another good one. See, there's a lot of good red suits.
A lot of red.
All right, let's see. When are we going to see you guys in Puerto Rico for the Gunpla Builders Puerto Rico events?
Maybe one day.
When are we going to Puerto Rico?
No, I'm not going there.
Why not?
I thought I was going there on a cruise, but
with the new MS General kit that just posted, does it contain parts for 2 bodies, or is just the armor just swappable? If it's 2 girls, it's a really good price. I'm not sure which one is he talking about. Did you see a new MS General kit?
Yeah, but I haven't looked at it
that closely.
Yeah, Derek posted it on the website, so I haven't really looked at it at all.
I'm not sure if I've seen it either, but I know, if I remember correctly, other MS General kits, and you can just look at any of the ones that I've reviewed, I would have covered it, but I think some of the other ones did have like all the parts to make 2 full bodies, basically, if I remember correctly. So I would say yeah, probably. But Patrick asked, do you think you'll check out the new Ava made CCS toys after a recent review of the CCS toys? Possibly. Yeah, that CCS toys, that Cybuster figure that June brought. So yeah, that was just on loan. Someone brought it here and let me to review it. So if he brings the Ava one here for me to review, then yeah, I can as well, but I'm not sure. That's just his personal one. So
yeah.
Anyway, that thing hurt. I'll tell you, to review that. It's so big and heavy and has all these like sharp points. It was like,
oh man,
poking me all over the place when I was moving stuff around. Like cut my thumb on it and everything. It was a painful review and took forever. But it's a nice figure. I should have showed it to you while I had it all out of the box. But anyway. How did the USA Gundam Store started and grow? We've kind of talked about that a bunch of times.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Just go back
and check out some previous.
Yeah.
Adam started in his garage with Tim Apple, just like Tim Apple, and grew it from there. There you go. Have you guys hear of any Gunpla news regarding to the 00 series? I've not heard anything new 00. Anything recently, right?
No,
I don't think so. What's a tool that when you restock it always sells out immediately, or at least really fast?
So new tools, usually sometimes we'll have some hype around them, but then usually after like a month or two, then they, of us having them, they kind of sell. They'll sell it really fast
at first,
and then slow down. So it's not. There's no tool that's like non-stop selling out all the time.
Maybe not tools, but maybe like paints, Gaia paints. I feel like probably once we get those in, and probably the same thing like you're saying, that we'll sell a bunch right at first, and then it's just kind of.
But those we probably sell a bunch because it's impossible to get them.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah. Whereas there's not usually as much hype around like new tools.
Yeah.
That much really. I heard the statue from the Philippines is getting a kit. If it is, do you think it'll sell? Statue from the Philippines? Oh, that like it's not a Bandai thing. That like long Gundam that's like really thin and like stretched out like that. That was another
thing from the old theme park.
Yeah, that was another April Fool's thing.
Yeah. Well, you've been fooled.
Or he's trying to fool us.
Maybe he is the fool.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw about that. I think it was that Otaku and Me, I think, had a post about it.
Did they?
Yeah, I think it was. They had like a full like fake box for it and everything. Let's see. Will Yosa Gundam Store get in any of the Gaia Notes Prism Blue Black? I don't know, but if specific paint
to order it, then sure.
Any thoughts on the new Duel and Buster kits? Yeah, we haven't talked about the new RG 2.0. But
I like the Buster. I do like the Buster. Duel's okay.
Yeah, they both look pretty interesting. I mean, and basically my thoughts on the first few kits out in that line so far, there's certain aspects of the design that I like and don't like, but the quality of the kits in general is really, really good.
Yeah.
They're really nice kits. So, I mean, I have no doubt that the kits are going to be fantastic. And just if you like the designs, just up to you personally. But I think they both look pretty cool. I like both of those Gundams. So the new versions look kind of interesting.
What is Cincinnati chili?
What? I'm going to that question next, but I'm glad you kind of preempted it. That Ethan asked, "Have you ever tried Cincinnati chili before, Skyline or Gold Star?" I'm not sure if I've ever tried Gold Star, but I've definitely had Skyline many times.
What is that?
All right, so I'm not from Cincinnati, but all my dad's family and my dad and all his family are from there, so I've been there many, many times, and I'm not sure if I could properly define Cincinnati chili, but as I know, it's kind of like a bit more soupy.
Like are those two companies that compete, like Coke and Pepsi, but for Cincinnati chili?
Skyline's it's a
restaurant.
Yeah, fast food franchise like Wendy's or whatever.
And Gold Star?
Gold Star, I would guess is similar. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with it though. Gaming says Skyline chili is okay. Yeah.
Like Wendy's chili? Like what are we...
I don't know. I'm not a chili aficionado. I eat it from time to time and I like it. Skyline is not particularly my favorite chili.
Okay.
But anyway, it's pretty good, I'll say.
Like that's a very
served on spaghetti. Yeah.
Is this chili served on spaghetti?
Yeah, maybe that's what makes
it's
Cincinnati chili.
So it's chili mac.
Chili mac.
Like
mac. It'd be like chili getty. I don't know.
Chili on noodles.
Yeah. Adam's obviously never had it before. There is a Skyline. I think there's one in Orlando. So next time you go to Orlando, you can try it. Yeah. You like chili?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who doesn't like chili?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't like chili?
I like it. Homemade chili is way better. Yeah, probably.
You know, chili's really good. It's white chicken chili.
White chicken chili.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. What are your opinions on the new Godzilla X Kong movie? Have you seen it? Not seen it, and I don't really plan to watch it. But
I've seen a bunch of clips. I pretty much watched the movie through TikTok.
All right.
People just recorded it. I mean, it's what you're gonna get. Your typical monster on monster action, just fighting each other and people screaming and running, and
it's pretty boring at this point, in my opinion. But I'd seen some people's reaction on Twitter talking about it. They said that it's fun, but I don't know. I told my wife when we went to see Dune Part 2 recently, which was great. I would highly recommend that. But there was a preview for Godzilla, and I told her, I was like, afterwards, I was like, I'll watch it later on a flight or something. Just watch it on an airplane if there's nothing else to watch. And she's like, no, I'd rather watch nothing.
Are you still going to that convention?
What convention?
Didn't you get invited to a convention?
Oh, that's next year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, did get invited to a convention next year.
So you might have to watch on there. Sorry.
I don't know well, did they have movies usually on domestic flights?
Yeah, movies on every flight.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Right?
It's been a while since I've been on a domestic flight, so I don't know.
When I flew to New York last time, but they had them. That was like pre-COVID.
Okay. Well, yeah, if it's an option, sure. I might watch it. When I tried watching the last, I think the first Godzilla versus Kong, wasn't it? Because this is the second one, right?
Yeah, the second one. First one I liked.
The first one I tried watching on a flight, and I kept falling asleep. I was tired, but I mean, that says something about the movie. They're like,
you make me tired.
Sorry, just talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of been a Godzilla fan, but I don't know. It's just kind of not particularly that. Doesn't look like that interesting.
Yeah.
It needs something.
It doesn't have a plot. It just is fighting.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it needs something more interesting going on, I feel like. I just saw Shin Godzilla recently, and it was great. I went to see -1. See, I have not seen that either. I've not seen Shin Godzilla. Have you? Everybody loves that. And
was that the anime?
No, it's the one that was directed by Hideki Anno, the Evangelion director.
No.
Shin Godzilla.
I haven't seen
it's the one that's like I've seen you. I'm sure you've seen loads of products from it. It's the one that has like the pupa Godzilla that has like the tiny arms and like the super long tail and everything in it. Never mind. And -1 is the other new Godzilla movie in Japan. All right. Is the MG Exia as bad as everyone says it is? I would say no, not at all. What has been your favorite MG kit to build? Just interesting.
I like the Jesta.
Yeah. I know this is like
an every week and every other week question.
Oh yeah, but it's like sacrilegious to say, but I actually don't like the Jesta that much.
Yeah.
But
really?
It's cool.
It's messed up.
It's a bit bland, which kind of seems.
I mean, it's better than every G Gundam kit out there.
It's debatable. Will there ever be another version of the Unleashed? So maybe like a version of the Unleashed that doesn't have the LEDs or something? No, I wouldn't think so. No,
there's or he's just like talking like a Zaku, which I feel like that probably would be on its way. No, you don't think so?
I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any other Unleashed stuff.
I'd be surprised if there's not an Unleashed Zaku.
Think so? Well, I hope so, but I'm not holding my breath anyway.
But I've been surprised because we still don't have another Master Grade from IBO. So
yeah,
that's been years. I've been.
What's your favorite model kit coming this year so far? Probably just looking forward to the RG 2.0. To be honest.
Kits.
Oh yeah, those would be cool too.
Yeah, pretty excited for those actually.
Yeah,
I'll probably build those.
Those do look really nice. So why don't you just build mine for me?
Didn't you have me build something else for you and I still haven't done it?
No, I was supposed to build your Horizon Zero Dawn kit.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking. You can build my Armor Core kits for me. You can help me out. No, I am looking forward to those too. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Mecha Designs Armor Core generally, so like I haven't built a ton of the kits, only a couple of them, but those do look really cool, I have to say. And looking forward to them being much more simple compared to like the Kotobuki ones are great, very parts heavy, of course, because they're big and they just have a ton of parts, which is great if that's what you're looking for. But as me, who's like not that much of a fan, just something like fun and simple that I can put together easily and just kind of mess around with and enjoy, I think is going to be more fun.
I just hope they have like different heads and different weapons.
Yeah.
I feel like that is why it went the 30-minute mission route. So hopefully that's what does happen. Because that's basically what Armor Core is.
Yeah. I hope it's not just like they're going to make 1 or 2 option sets and then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really need to make a lot to like really flesh it all out.
Right.
But yeah, that and the 2.0, which I mentioned before, we haven't really talked about. So the 2.0 RG is coming out. Were you surprised? Are you excited? What do you think about that? You like the design?
It's all right. I wish it was something new and not just a 2.0, but that's my probably unpopular opinion on it.
I mean, I'm kind of both minds. I mean, something new is always good too, but at the same time, we've talked about this before, that I was kind of expecting that there might be a RG of the 2.0 at some point. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. I do really like the design for this one. It's not a Verka, but it does look very similar to the Verka Gundam design, which I'm a fan of. So I like that about it. I think it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really nice. So of course, anytime there's a new RX-78, there's always a bunch of people who are like, "Oh, not another RX-78 Gundam." But then
That's me.
Everybody then buys it anyway because it's that's
the new kit.
Any new version of the RX-78 is where Bandai is flexing their muscles, and so it basically looks like a kind of shrunken down, slightly simplified version of the PG Unleashed. Yeah. So it's going to be great, I'm sure. All right. What do you think of the new kits from the Netflix movie? Oh, speaking of other new kits on the way, did we talk about this in the last one?
No.
The Requiem designs, what are your thoughts on those? You like them?
No.
Just no.
I just don't like how the progression of that movie has went from something amazing to now it's just...
Someone was saying, when I mentioned that in my video talking about that, someone was saying that no, what was going to be the movie is something different from what was going to be this. It's
no, this is the movie, guys. This is it.
Yeah.
This is what we were promised.
Yeah, the movie was maybe supposed to be something else, but it seems like, the focus, I was kind of meant to, I think the way that you're meaning it too is that their focus just shifted from like, they're going to go for a movie and then like, we're going to go for a series and we're going to go for a Netflix series.
If you look at the announcements, it was literally a live action movie theater movie because it was after the Ready Player One thing where they had the Gundam in there. And then we didn't hear anything for like a year and a half. And then it got announced as a Netflix movie, and now it's not even a live action movie.
With like some like Final Fantasy Advent Children looking graphics.
Pretty much.
But
I hope it does well.
There's a lot of opinions about the designs. There's a lot of people that like it, a lot of people that don't. They're a little bit just the design aesthetic is not to my taste, I'll say. Yeah. I'm sure the kit's gonna be hopefully good. Yeah, hopefully. There has been times like when you have like really cool designs and the kit just doesn't really fulfill that. Yeah, like a lot of the Reconquista NG kits, unfortunately. But hopefully, I mean, like based on what we've seen of just like the prototypes of the kit, they look pretty good. If that's what you're looking for. I saw someone like posting about it on Twitter. This was like just yesterday, saying that they thought that the design like of all the details looked like something like out of Star Wars, like comparing it to like the Millennium Falcon, like all the kind of design details and stuff. Like, I kind of see that.
I feel like because they're using the Real engine. Was it Real 5 now or Real 6, whatever?
Unreal graphics engine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they usually when people use stuff like that, they're trying to show off as much as that can do, and look at so then it just becomes way oversaturated sometimes.
I feel like you could have that with like more traditional Gundam design. Like imagine the RX-78 just like 3.0 MG kit, and just kind of like you could have all that detail and stuff in something like that. That's a kind of not so like an overly complicated design, but you can have it in the details. It can be kind of refined, right? But
it's going to be your typical Netflix.
I imagine that the kits are going to not be reprinted very often either. So if you do want to get them, I would recommend getting them straight away, because it's probably going to be something that like the Pacific Rim kits that have never ever been reprinted. Probably is going to be the case. So that would be my
should reprint those
guess
kits.
on that.
Those are good kits. Did you ever build one of those?
Yeah, and painted.
Nice.
The one I think I only built. No, I think I built 2 and painted one of them.
Gypsy Danger. In the Onyx.
It was the Onyx was the one that I repainted. The black one.
Yeah.
That would make sense with the name, right? Brian asked, are you able to get any of the Solomon Sysalis kits?
No.
We didn't, and we're not getting those kits, no. Choice of music when working on a build, and why?
Just calming music, like this background. Nothing like workout music or anything. And not usually vocals, just put on
like some like Bee Gees or Ace Hood or something.
No, Hans Zimmerman.
Oh,
Hans Zimmer.
You're saying that because I got my Dune.
Hans Zimmer.
I got because I watched Dune. I've had my Dune soundtrack playing.
I'm going to see him. Did I tell you that?
I think you did tell me that. Yeah.
In Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna play Dune?
I don't know what he's gonna play.
It's supposed to be like a mix of stuff.
Yeah. So like
cool.
I've seen things where he's had like Lion King, Gladiator,
Mm-hmm.
Inception, Interstellar, Pirates of the Caribbean, like all like his best stuff.
Yeah, sure. The most famous stuff.
Yeah.
What's that called? Where it's a mix of all the different things. I keep thinking medley, but I don't know if that's quite the right word. But yeah, before Dune, and just like other times recently, also like other Denis Villeneuve movie, the Blade Runner.
Last Samurai was good. His stuff in there is good.
I didn't see that.
What?
That's the one with what's his name?
I almost said Tom Hanks, but
yeah, I know. So because we were talking about Tom.
Yeah.
I almost said Tom Hanks too, but it's not Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a bad movie. We
Compilation, maybe. Yeah.
We were talking about that movie the other day, weren't we? That wasn't you and me.
Last Samurai.
Maybe that was. You know,
me.
it was,
yeah.
It was my brother-in-law, my sister's husband.
There you go.
We were talking about those movie prop things.
But no, there's a lot of good music that you can find. That's like, if not the Blade Runner 2049 actual soundtrack, but like other just like similar.
Yeah.
Song sounds that you can put on that are good, like just for like when you're working, studying, building a kit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Another thing that I've had on a lot recently while working on building is just Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I recently found not only has an app, which is awesome, but there's like it's always on YouTube, so I usually just play it off YouTube, but also has a TV channel that I get. So I don't have cable at home, but we recently discovered that we get tons of channels just on our TV that we didn't know that we had access to. Yeah.
It's just your regular networking.
Network. And there's a Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel even on our TV at home, which is amazing. So I'm a big fan. And it's great for putting on in the background. Yeah. You like it? You ever watch it much?
A long time ago.
Yeah. You should rediscover it.
I should.
There's always on YouTube like a live, like it's a 24-hour like forever-a-thon.
Okay.
That's just constantly just playing episodes. So you can always find that to put on. Out of every GM kit released, what has been your favorite release so far? The Jesta? No, that's not a GM. Is it? It's an RGM, right? So, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Favorite GM kit?
We'll just go non-specialized.
I don't know. Would the Jim count?
Jim Sniper.
Jim's getting a reprint,
It is getting a reprint. Jim.
Exciting news. Pre-order a few of those while you can.
Yeah. Because they only made that once, right? They only been.
I think it's only been the one time, and it was super popular. And I don't know why they didn't.
Went quick,
It's been very highly sought after since then. What are your thoughts on the new Armored Core kits? We talked about that. Have you ever tried to build a kit using only leftover parts? Not yet, but it's been something I've wanted to try for a long time.
Should do that.
Yeah.
Live build.
That would be interesting to do for a live build or as a contest. That's been something I've thought about many times, and then it has been suggested to me many times too. Why not do it as a contest? And I thought about it. It would be interesting. I'm not sure how many people have, a big bucket full of spare parts like I do. And I know some people do, but I don't know how many people would. Speaking of contest, the contest is finished. Mm-hmm. The Toys and Tanks contest, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the judges about their picks. So I will probably have the announcement of the winners of that contest for you guys on Monday. I'll let you know about that, by the way. Have you ever been to the Gundam factory in Tokyo? There's no Gundam factory in Tokyo. That would be in Shizuoka. And the second one is where? Gifu? Or is the new second one that they opened? Anyway. There's no Gundam factory in Tokyo. There's Gundam base in Tokyo. I have been there. I've been there before it was Gundam base, when it was Gundam Front Tokyo. What are you? Is this something you're showing me or something you're just looking at? Okay.
Okay, gotta.
Need to step out?
No.
Okay.
Just an alligator in my pond now.
Oh, that's fun. Get your broom and your shotgun.
You can't shoot them. I mean, no one's gonna know where I live.
Says who?
No one knows about the broom story. I don't think.
Oh, you feel like you told that in a recent live stream?
Did I?
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe
in the
I
last
did.
one, it's your Florida mix. Somebody asked, like,
Oh
what's
yeah,
your
it
most
was.
Florida man thing?
Yeah. Fighting alligators, wrestling possums.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've done it all.
A fry pan. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that video was great.
Yeah, so yeah, no, not been to the Gundam factory though. Last time I went to Shizuoka though, I just missed the opportunity to go because when I was there, I met up with the like Australian guys, Lincoln, and also like Ryan, who has his own shop there now.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, but they're in Australia, and right when I met them there at Shizuoka was when they just gotten back from the Bandai tour.
Oh, okay.
I wish they would have invited me, or I would have gotten in touch with them before that, and they would have said, "Yeah, come along with us." But unfortunately, missed out on that. But that's in Shizuoka. What was the Nachin? Oh, this is an interesting one. Yeah, so Daniel asking, what was the Nachin to Marutoi's ratio for the contest? So yeah, so there was like the two categories. It was about 2-1 Nachin. As I kind of expected. Nachin's, I feel like, more popular. Yeah, generally, especially with the people watching my content who are watching, for Gundams, like larger mecha. The Marutoi stuff is a little bit kind of different feel to it, right? But yeah, it was probably 2-1, if not slightly more than 2.5 to 1. There was a lot more Nachin. What got you into building Gunpla? I've kind of talked about that a bunch of times. When are we getting more sticker packs? There you go.
It's probably just not going to be sticker packs. We're probably just going to put all the stickers just each one, and you can just order whatever one you want.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Rather than putting them into packs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think the Seed Freedom kits may get MGs or more HGs?
More HGs before MGs.
I think there'll probably be a few more HGs. I don't expect that we'll get any MGs from the series. Maybe the Rising Freedom, possibly.
I feel we'll get at least 2.
You think so?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Probably 3. The Freedom, the Justice, and the Rising Freedom.
I don't know. The Rising Freedom, the Immortal Justice, and then the Strike. What is it? Incredible Strike Freedom.
Yeah.
No, what is it? The one with the sword, with the Astray sword and the beam head. Can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Rising.
No, it's something somebody will say in the chat. It's not Amazing Strike Freedom, but something along those lines.
Super Strike Freedom. Super amazing.
Super duper mighty strike.
Mighty
there you go.
Strike.
Yeah. Super Saiyan Freedom. What's the one suit or ship that has made you wonder why it hasn't gotten a kit yet? MG Rosenzulu?
Ship or kit that hasn't got an MG?
Yeah. Hasn't got a kit yet, so just any mobile suit or ship
hasn't got
design.
Any kit?
Yeah. Andrew asked about Dune too. Yeah, I did see it. You haven't seen it yet, right?
No.
Yeah. Make sure you see it in the theater. We wanted to go see it at the IMAX, but there was only the time didn't work out. So.
No.
Ultra Ego Justice.
Ultra Ego.
Girazulu, yeah, Girazulu for sure. And MG Girazulu. I don't know why we haven't got that either. Yeah.
I mean, I would like a Master Grade Pale Rider. I know they made the P Bandai high grades.
Yeah. For sure. Considering that they already have most of the parts in MG.
Yeah. What's the name? They did a cross silhouette of it. It had the big old gun. What was that called?
Oh, the Cascade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love that too. Mm-hmm.
But things that they haven't at all made a kit for, I don't know that much. I'm not privy to every.
The Cascade. Because they made the SD of that too.
Yeah.
And the, what did you say?
Cross silhouette.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cross silhouette and the G frame. There's a G frame of it as well.
Is there a G frame?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I would really hope that they might make an HG or something as well at some point, but hopefully. How do you like your steaks cooked? Adam asked.
Medium rare.
Yeah, probably.
Or medium.
Same, yeah.
Right in between, that's fine.
Yep, same for me. I can't imagine. I mean, it'd be pretty psychotic. Can you imagine anyone wanting well done?
Or blue.
Blue?
Yeah, blue is?
No.
You don't know what blue is?
What's that?
Blue is pop on 1 second, pop on the other side 1 second, and done.
Why is it blue?
It's just what it's called.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah, so it's like not even rare.
No, yeah, it's like basically
Just
raw,
seared.
just seared on each side, and
Okay, yeah, interesting.
blue is horrid. See, people know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
basically you grab the cow.
Yeah,
Put it right there. You grab that sucker. And
I've had like raw beef as like
beef tartare.
yeah, it's like sushi, but like it's not sushi, but it's like thinly sliced like that. But I can't imagine like a steak, like something thick raw like that. Just the texture would be, I don't know, not for me. Are you watching X-Men 97? No. No. I saw something about it and I thought that it was literally just like the old X-Men show they were just playing, but apparently it's a new show, right?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently. What are your expectations for the 45th anniversary showcase? I mentioned about that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Box set.
That's the only thing that I've seen that has been teased, is that they said that there's going to be something related to G Gundam.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else really to expect at all. What's your favorite gimmick that is not in enough kits? Fixed waterside decals or fixed pose hands would be mine.
LEDs.
Oof. No.
Yes.
You have a favorite?
All up.
Huh?
LED at all.
No. Especially not at those prices. Unless they can find a way to bring down the prices of those, then no. Which current RG would you like to see get a 2.0 other than the RX 782? Zach, I would say the Zaku would be cool.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's in the same design aesthetic as the Gundam, I feel like that would look really cool for a Zaku as well.
That's why they need to make a Unleashed Zaku.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd be all for it. I just don't expect it. When will the restocks happen? All the time.
Yeah, we get stuff every day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If you were given the opportunity to work at Bandai in Japan, would you move to Japan to take up that offer?
No.
Interesting question.
It depends on what the offer is. I'm not gonna say no. It depends a lot on what the offer would be.
It's like a mold operator.
No.
CEO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never offer me that.
I don't know. CEO or of director of international sales or something.
Possibly.
Yeah, for me it depends. I would like to. It
Zach,
depends on what it would be.
We'll never leave here.
I think the biggest obstacle, if it was something like, if it was a good opportunity that I thought like made sense, I would be for it. But I think the obstacle would be my wife would not want to do it. So that would be the thing.
She wouldn't want to move to Japan?
It's not so much moving to Japan, which I think her reasoning would be like, there's a lot of reasons, I think, but she likes visiting Japan, like when we go, like the earthquakes, the radiation, the government.
Radiation?
Yeah.
No, they fixed all that.
Says the government, which is another part. And she wouldn't want to learn Japanese. Wouldn't want to have to learn Japanese.
Don't they speak a lot of English over there, though?
I mean, like, not enough to get by. You couldn't, like, just get by only knowing English.
Really?
If you're living there. If you're just visiting, yeah, you'd be fine for, like, a couple weeks and you're just doing, all like, tourist stuff. But if you're, like, having, like, to live there.
I feel like you'd learn what you need to learn.
It's a tough language to learn. It's like one of the hardest for English language learners. Her being Korean would definitely help. It's easier, like if your native language is Korean, to learn Japanese, all the grammar is the same. You just have to learn like all the vocabulary. So like it'd be easier for her to learn Japanese than me. But yeah, she just wouldn't want to anyway. But I don't expect that to be anything that's going to be anything possibly happening. Drink of choice while building, William asked. And also, how do you keep your coffee mug safe from the paint mug mistaken identity? I don't use a mug. Usually I just have my thing here of coffee.
I don't have a drink of choice. Water. Right now I'm drinking the Dr. Pepper Cherry. Zero
Yes, you
sugar.
do. We have those white monsters. White monsters. But that maybe not necessarily while building.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
While building actually probably has just water. I mean, like at home, it would be water. Beer is not good to drink while building because if you accidentally cut yourself or something, that alcohol, you just bleed more. It's a big mess. Spoken from experience. So when you get a cut while building, I don't like to then not have to stop building if I don't want to stop. Like if I'm like planning on I want to like finish a kit, I don't have to stop and be like, oh, I can't build anymore because I'm bleeding all over the thing. And it's uncomfortable to build with a Band-Aid on. So if I get a little cut, I need it to stop bleeding right away. And alcohol is not good. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, coffee or water. Let's maybe, I like a diet Arizona tea.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
At home, I'll usually sometimes have some in the evening. All right, let's see. From new Gundam Seed Freedom line coming out, do you think we'll get any Master Grade? We just talked about that. Let's go over here to Instagram, see if there's some other questions over here for us.
Excuse me.
Winston Harris Designs, who actually designed something pretty cool and is sending me one to try out.
What is it?
I'll show you when it comes in. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Or you can just check out his Instagram and you'll see. Yeah. What kit or kits have you enjoyed building the most? All sorts of stuff, really. Generally, high grades are what I enjoy building the most.
I like Mr. Grades.
Mr. Grades?
Mr. Grades.
This guy over here.
I need some sleep.
Do you think we'll ever get a Kilo Tequila Gundam? No, we talked about that. Is the RG Perfect Strike worth it, or the HG version? For a Perfect Strike, I would.
Bandai,
right? Yeah, I would get the Master Grade. Would be my preferred version of the Perfect Strike, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. What MG kit do you think Bandai will make next? Oh, no idea. Hopefully something from IBO. Hopefully. Do you think we'll get another MG kit this year after the Stein and the narrative?
Yeah.
There'll be one more. You think so?
Yeah.
We got the big Psycho Gundam coming out, so that'll be a big kit. That's probably going to be our, or at least one of, or the like kind of big kit for the end of the year. The HGC Psycho Mark II. That'll be a big kit. That might kind of fill up the space of what might be an MG release there.
I hope not.
I don't know. Hopefully we'll get another MG. What do you think? Let's see. Are you guys ever open on a weekend?
We have build days. So.
Or in December.
Yeah.
We'll be open like on Saturdays in December usually.
Yeah.
The storefront. But that's pretty much it. Any plans in the future, maybe to be open on the weekend more, or just we'll have build days more often?
Yeah, we'll have build days more often in the new building. So yeah.
Those will be always on Saturday.
Yeah.
Bandai announced the. Let's see. We already talked about that. We got some duplicate questions here. What mobile suit would you like to see an RG of? Anything? RG. What I'd like to see an RG.
Jim.
Yeah. The ground Gundam. Maybe a ground Jim to go along with that too. Let's see. If you can choose to isekai to any Gundam universe, which will you choose?
I don't know what isekai means.
It's like you're like you as you, but transported into like a fantastical or fictional universe.
I would be dead.
What?
Any Gundam universe you go to, you're just gonna die.
Why?
Because everyone dies.
But you'd be the main character.
Oh, that's what that means?
I don't know. Character? Well, yeah, usually.
Or I'd just be me living on Earth.
Usually they're the main character of the story, I guess, but I don't know. What would be cool?
Seed.
G Gundam.
I'd be Seed, and I would be Jesus.
You'd be what is it? Innovator? Is that what they're called? Or no, that's Coordinator. Coordinator. Yeah, there you go.
But I would, yeah.
All right.
For me, it's just me as I am now, transport as a normal person. No.
Reconquista and G was pretty cool. I feel like as a universe, or Tournay would be awesome. Kind of like a steam-powered era in the distant future.
Yeah.
All right. Does Japan and Korea have Easter egg hunts? Definitely not. No. I mean, like Easter is a thing. I'm not that sure about Japan. I feel like it's probably similar to Korea in that it's pretty much just a religious holiday. People go to church. There's a lot of Christians there, and people go to church. That's pretty much the extent of it. I mean, they go to church normally, but I mean, like they'll have like special Easter service at church. That's about it. Yeah. Do you believe we'll ever see another high resolution model kit?
Yeah.
Seemingly deadline. You think so?
Yeah. Why not? I made one. When did that come out?
Stray Red Frame was the last one, right?
The big arm one.
That was last year. I think so.
Right.
Last year. Yeah, maybe. It was not that long ago.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah. I remember it was being a surprise, like, whoa, that came out of left field.
Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly, you're right about that, but I don't know. I don't think there'll be anything more.
We will.
All right. What are you guys' thoughts on 3D printing whole kits, parts? I mean, what's the context? Like for a contest or just like for yourself or to sell or, well, I mean, generally my answer would be the same. Cool. Go for it. Unless it's not allowed for the contest, then
don't. Yeah. Don't use stolen files though.
I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of cool things that you can do with 3D printing. So, chips or French fries?
Chips.
I'm not sure if he's asking about like terminology. Yeah, or
fries.
Like which you prefer like to eat.
French fries.
You call them French fries.
Yeah.
I do too. So we're American, right?
But if it's actually like chips,
which do you prefer to eat? Yeah.
Versus French fries, I would say chips. Although there's some pretty good fries out there.
Like with a meal, French fries. As a snack, chips. I don't know if I would ever like say like I want a snack of some French fries.
Yeah, but if you're like a theme park or something, grab fries as a snack, like chili cheese fries.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like
it's a very
good bag box of curly
specific
fries.
Situation. Yeah,
basket, not box, basket of curly fries.
Go-to chip. Zilla thoughts asked.
I like kettle cooked chips. Kettle cooked sour cream and onion chips.
I thought you were going to say Fritos for a second there.
No.
Good God.
No. Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos are good too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Classic.
You know what's really good? And that's
Cheddar Sun Chips?
No. Those are not that great. The salsa Sun Chips are amazing. They made a Cool Ranch Doritos Smart Pop popcorn.
Cool Ranch Doritos
popcorn. That was really good. The Smart Pop, like the white cheddar popcorn, but it was Cool Ranch Dorito flavor. That crap was good.
There's some crazy things they're doing with popcorn these days. There's like
limited edition
M&M's.
Yeah,
popcorn, all sorts of different like funky stuff they're putting on popcorn.
Sonic's chili cheese tots are extremely good. Now I want to eat Sonic.
Another chip. Do you prefer like the, I don't know what they're called, just like the normal like thin chips or like the ruffle ones? Like a little, kind of like a little bit thicker.
Thin. I don't really big. Yeah. Here's a thing for you. So for international people, there's a chip called Tato's.
Ooh.
That has sour cream and cheddar flavor, and it is amazing. And you can get them here, but you're paying a lot of money. They're called Tato's. My brother-in-law's mom goes to Ireland, and we'll bring them back for me.
Okay. Yeah. I think I've had those before.
They're so good. Yep.
If we're talking like Korean snacks too, I really love. You won't know this, but kobbukjip are really good. If any of you guys know Korean snacks, if you ever like go to like Asian markets, get some kobbukjip. Here you go. Just to show you what they look like. They look like that. There's like different 3D flavors. Yeah. Kind of like thick, but not like, I don't know how to describe it.
Are they hollow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So mostly.
Like Doritos 3D.
Kind of, yeah.
Or Bugle.
There's different flavors. There's corn soup. flavor is like the most popular one, which I don't really like as much. I prefer the injolmimat, but I heard that they don't make it anymore. It's like a rice cake flavor. Anyway, good stuff. All right, let's see. Let's give 1 or 2 more questions here, and we'll do our giveaway. Let's see. What's your favorite ashtray? You have a favorite version of the ashtray?
I like the dragon.
And
I like the blue frame underwater one. I forgot, remember what it's called though.
With the big knees?
Yeah.
That'd be the blue frame second?
No.
Right? No? That's the one with the big knees that I'm thinking of, I think. You're talking about the one that has like the thing that it wears on it? Okay, yeah, okay. I can't remember the exact name of that though. For me, probably maybe the blue frame. What is it? The blue frame D?
Yeah. All the knives.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And let's see. Will we ever see an MG style kit of your mascot of the
MG style?
MG style.
Maybe.
Of our kit. Let's see. Another person asking about the Solomon kit. We're not getting it, and I also don't plan on reviewing it either now. So, getting into Gundam Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Getting into Gundam Thunderbolt is the Full Armor or Psycho Zaku a better kit. Both kits are fantastic. I've built and really enjoyed both of them. I couldn't really recommend one over the other. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Fatty or not? That's
Both kits are just huge kits with a ton of parts. So, yeah. I would recommend getting both if you can, but just get one first and then get the other one later.
Yeah.
Do you hope to see more monster girls in the Arcanadia line? There's speculation to be the next to be unveiled is a Lamia, also by Zeton. We were just talking about that actually before the stream started. The artist who at least did the artwork. I don't know if he also designed the kit as well, but at least did the artwork for the box. Zeton for the Elena kit here. I don't know what a Lamia is. Is that like a
llama girl?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of weird. Strangely specific would be like an aardvark girl or something.
Yeah,
but
I don't know what that is.
Anyway, no, I'm like, as much as I love those kits and that line and everything, and I like all the Mech Musume kits and everything, the Monster Girls is not.
It's a half
really
snake.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Interesting name.
Yeah, doesn't correlate to that, but okay.
I'm sure there's something. Snake lower body, yeah. Yeah, the Beast Girls, the Monster Girls is not really my favorite aesthetic for those. So I don't know. I personally hope there won't be too many more of those. But
what? I like them.
We shall see. Yeah. Okay.
Zach's out of his mind, guys.
I really wish that the Elena kit came with option leg parts, just normal leg parts, so you could choose whether you want to have like the centaur form or just a normal form. But unfortunately, it does not. So anyway, all right, let's do our giveaway here. On that note, let's put this. I can. Here we go. Put this on the screen here for you guys. And got 3, which was Facebook. So from Facebook, we had 69. What didn't we get?
Yeah,
a 69 out of 69 one time before.
We did 66.
Oh, there you go. All right, so which was actually here 69,876 is right here. Toy Mechanic. That name sounds familiar. Has he won before?
I don't know.
No, I think I'm thinking of what was the other one. There was like something SoCal. It's like SoCal.
I don't know.
SoCal Gunpla Builder or something like that was a one.
How's that?
Anyway. Toy Mechanics RN. Toy Mechanics right now.
Congratulations. Please send us an email to support@usagumstore.com with you just logged into your Facebook account. Yay! and then where you want us to ship the kit to, and it is all yours. Congratulations. Well, you'll get both 2 kits.
Nice.
So you can put into one.
Yeah. And nice Arbalest there.
Yes.
That's one I would like to see, like some more kits of from that line.
Full Metal Panic.
Yeah. Like a larger size, like
would like
master grade style kit.
Just to get reprinted would be.
Yeah, those. Yeah, right. Those would be.
Yeah. Last for a lot.
Those are some cool kits. But just to his question, what's your funniest April Fool's Day experience? My funniest April Fool's Day experience would just be seeing the people's reactions to my own April Fool's videos. It's pretty funny to me.
I can't really think of, because usually I don't listen to anything April Fool's. So I guess the opposite was Helbin put in his 2 weeks notice. I did not think that it was real. And then I found out later it was real.
Last year?
Yeah. Like 2 years ago right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago.
It must have been. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So yeah, congratulations again.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, send us in that information so we can get that sent out to you. Yep. And yeah, anything else for today?
Yeah, just thank you guys for all your support. Without you, we could not do what we love to do. So I appreciate it. And just keep on building.
Yes. Have a good weekend, guys. See you later.
Bye.